try not to cough too much.
Who cares? Okay, it looks like we're good.
Are we
we're
good?
Working. Yes.
We're working. Yay.
We're all here?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
This is Salacious Sips.
The Drinky Book Club.
that thing.
Yes.
That we do.
remembered.
We remembered. Took us a second.
Look, it's been a minute.
But life has been lifing.
I'm Stina.
I'm Laurel.
I'm Claire.
And today is what are our categories? Quickie episode. So we're going to talk about the booze before we get into anything because we're going to forget otherwise.
Oh, this one's fun this time.
Yes. So this came from a trip I took to Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
It is Los Hermanos. It's a corktail. It is a mango sangria.
It's delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Can you get it here in the States, or do we need someone? Because I know someone that's in Puerto Rico right now, by the way.
I don't know. I mean, they win awards. I haven't looked for it in stores.
Okay.
Because we brought home 4 bottles.
Okay.
We have 2 coffee-flavored ones.
Ooh.
One is a cranberry one, and then the one
Yum.
we're drinking is a mango one because I wanted to crack it open since I'm going to be using it to make something as I burp. For our Friendsgivmas, when this releases, this is going to be like a month and a half after Friendsgivmas has happened at this point.
But that would be really good for the holidays, the cranberry one, too.
Yeah, but I'm attempting a mango matcha tiramisu, so I forgot I had this. And was like freaking out about, oh my God, what mango thing am I going to use?
So I spiked mine with rum, because that's my thing.
And mine is spiked with tequila.
Of course.
Because, of course it is.
Yeah.
And it's both rum and tequila that we've spiked it with. I believe we've already put it on our website because we've gone through most of them.
Yeah.
And Claire is drinking
Tea.
Because she's on more drugs again.
I'm on the backside of a cold that I thought I kicked that came back for a second round and kneecapped me.
Darn it. It happens.
They don't screw around with that anymore.
No.
Like I had like 3 kinds of tests. They tested me for like 3 different things when I went into the urgent care office because they were like, well, have you been around anyone who's had COVID? And I'm like,
I don't
know.
know.
Have you been vaccinated for COVID? And I was like, I attempted to get a COVID vaccine. Y'all know how difficult it is to get in this fine year of 2025 unless you're over 65. You don't just get opted into it. So yeah, I had like 5 kinds of tests to get some steroids. They were just like, here, have some steroids, go home.
Yeah, so life has been lifing. My roof was leaking, and we got someone to come fix it. Thank God.
I crawled into the tire shop yesterday to get new tires put on my car.
Well,
my dad came and picked me up, and he's like, you do not look good. And I was like, I don't know how I'm upright, man. I forgot to give the man the keys, so we had to like drive back and give him my keys so he could put my car on the lift. It was bad. It was bad yesterday.
We got really lucky, and it was getting worse on our roof. And, of course, Douglas never tells me shit that's happening up there because he doesn't remember when it's getting bad.
It's okay.
Like when the popcorn parts of it came off because you remove popcorn with wet.
Yeah.
Yes. You steam it off. Well, you can steam it off.
And so he's like,
I didn't know
that. I forgot it dropped, and it dropped, and I meant to tell you, but I forgot. Like, just text me when it happens.
Yeah.
I might be downstairs. That way I know. So I jumped on Thumbtack, because thank God for Thumbtack.
Yeah. Found a guy.
Found someone who was able to do it for $600 because what happened was the shingles, I think from like the snow, the weight of the snow that's been happening, and from other people randomly going up there to like give us, here's a free thing on getting a new roof. Yeah. Knocked a like 10-foot by 10-foot piece loose. And so he's like, yeah, give me like an hour and I'll redo it all at $600. You're good. It's like, fucking hell, yes.
Okay.
That's impressive that like your shingles managed to move and they managed to like fuck up the moisture barrier.
And he was like, yeah, it was all, and like some a little bit of other things he needed to do. But yeah, he's like, most of it's just your shingles move. Like this is, and once we get it moved, you're good for a while. Yeah. So I'm like, thank God. I swear to God, I hate being a homeowner sometimes.
Yeah.
The amount of money in the last like 3 years I've sunk into this shit. Between the deck and backyard reno, we put in a new garage door and garage thing.
Yeah.
The new water softener thing, refiner, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
The squirrel fucking that was going on in the attic that destroyed everything up there. The roof now.
I mean, houses hit a certain age and stuff starts breaking.
The next year is going to be a fucking expensive year.
Yeah.
Because after we do the entire side, all the siding outside.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's all rotting off.
Oh, man.
Somebody put, when they built this house, they put wood siding on it, which is...
Oh, yeah. My parents
always
had
a poor
wood siding
choice in the Midwest.
Forever, and my dad was like Yosemite Sam out, or Elmer Fudd out with his, like, gun, because there were woodpeckers making condos, and so that's when they got metal siding. Yep.
And of course, Dad doesn't think about this when we're out here, because he's the one that helps me with, like, house stuff and buying shit, and when we're doing that. And I didn't think about it because I'm a fucking Angelino.
Yeah. Well, but, like, the problems that you have with houses on the West Coast are very different from problems you have with houses in the Midwest.
Fires. We have to worry about fires and earthquakes.
You definitely have squirrels out there, too.
The squirrels can't get into the stucco.
It's difficult for them to get into the stucco, yes, but you generally don't want to do stucco in the Midwest because we have so many, like, extremes in our temperatures. Like, I had stucco before.
So
and
we
I
did
would not
have
do it
like a crazy snow day on Monday.
We did,
and they did not call schools, and then they did it on Tuesday when we didn't need it, and people were sliding over, crashing into each other. Guess what? My car was doing. My car was getting its snow tires put on that they still hadn't finished. So I did not have my snow tires. I had a rental.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You had all-wheel drive in the rental, though, didn't you?
I don't know. My husband took the rental. I had his car, and he was like,
"What a jerk.
Don't crash in my car."
Like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Mr. Laurel.
I know. Mr. Laurel on my shit list.
That's why I just went ahead and put new tires on my car, because I had it in at the dealer a month ago, and they were like, "Hey, your tires are going bad." And I was like, "Oh, I have a little bit of time, right? I'm kind of like in the middle of a big life change." And I'm like, "Okay, I got a little bit of time. Like, I'll just wait until after the first of the year." Well, I have all-wheel drive. I got stuck in my parents' driveway on Monday trying to get out. And I'm like, yeah, that should not be a thing. The snow was not that bad. There was no ice underneath. And I'm like, there's no reason that I should have been. And then I went out and looked at my tires, and I was like, maybe I should just go ahead and do this.
Right? Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to make it through this winter. Like, we can get some pretty heavy snows here in the Midwest. I'm like, I ain't going to make it through this winter on these dry,
I got
ass tires.
Actual dedicated snow tires, which we don't normally do, but we're planning a ski trip.
Yeah.
For spring break. And I've had them before when I was commuting a long ways, and little Laurel was young, but I've just had like those just normal Canadian 4-season tires since then, and they're fine.
You can get decent
they're like Canadian rated snow, like all year tires, and but now I have like real snow tires.
See, my problem is I usually take the Tesla everywhere. Tesla's rear wheel drive.
Oh, that's like when we were kids and people sandbag.
Yes.
Put the sandbag in here.
Oh yeah.
But like, I mean, the thing is a monster for the most part. Like, driving around is fine. The time, even as it is. But
four-wheel drive.
We have a fucking 45-degree angle driveway.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
That isn't, and the Prius sits at the bottom of the driveway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, and y'all drive sedans, which is hilarious.
Yeah. So like 4-wheel drive, that's good for getting started. But snow tires are for stopping.
Snow tires are for stopping.
Being able to stop.
Snow tires are for being able to like handle in some of the snows we get.
But here's the thing. All the people I have appointments with, they all know this about me. I'm a Californian.
Yes.
If it's that bad, I'm either going to be bare knuckling it the whole way, regardless of what kind of vehicle I'm driving, what kind of tires, what kind of whatever. I will be bare knuckling it regardless. Like, it's a given. So there's this very strong possibility I'm just not coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving the house until the sun beats on our driveway enough that it melts everything off, so we don't have to shovel. Like, seriously.
I knew you were headed with that.
Flat driveways. Yeah. You have to have a flat driveway, that's what.
Yeah, but see, flat driveways mean you have to shovel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our thing was, by the time, so the snow finished on Monday, I left Tuesday morning for my appointments at like 9:30. I get home around 11:30. The driveway is 90% melted out, gone.
Yeah.
By the time I leave the afternoon to go meet Claire for oysters, the entire driveway is clear.
Yeah.
So I can't complain.
If you guys give it time, and you guys are facing the right direction that the sun will.
We are very. That was actually one of the big selling points when I saw this house was that, oh God, that driveway is fucking steep.
Yeah.
But it's facing the right direction.
Yep.
And at the time, when I first moved in, if I looked pathetic enough, one of my neighbors with a snowblower would come and blow the driveway off for me.
Out. Yeah.
I inherited a snowblower that I probably need to have somebody look at the engine on so I can use it.
Yeah.
No, I just make Douglas go and shovel because he's usually the one that has to leave more.
Yeah.
And then I occasionally go and do it because I need to work at it.
Yeah, I shoveled half, said it was my workout, and then I had to get dinner going, so Mr. Laurel shoveled the second half.
Good thing. Anywho's, that's a lot of talking about shit not related to
Shall we get to
the
it?
show.
Let's
because
do.
That's what we do. Anyway, so I guess I'm not. I guess
You're telling us about it. So.
I know.
We say it's a quickie, and then it never is.
No.
Well, we're gonna try to keep it quick. We didn't talk for that long. Anyway, so this is actually gonna be a book series, but the only reason I'm doing it as the whole series is
You read the whole series.
Well, each book ends on like a cliffhanger.
Oh.
And builds on the previous book. Like the story just continues.
Yeah.
They're kind of self-contained, but not as. Honestly, it's easier to read if you read it. Just get the whole series and read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Rather than try to read it one because
How many are in the series?
It's 6, but they're quick reads.
Okay.
It's the Demigods of San Francisco by K.F. Breene, who's written a bunch of other books, and it is about it's got Greek mythology.
Ooh.
And it's got a little bit of element of like magic and fantasy involved. I'm gonna pull up the blessed Kindle for creating this. I don't know when it happened. The recap option on books you've read, where you can do a quick synopsis summary, so you don't have to reread the goddamn book again.
Especially when you're like 5 out of 6 in or something.
Yeah.
Or when it's a favorite and you're doing a quick episode and don't want to bother with rereading it because you're too deep in the weeds on some other shit like doom scrolling or random phone games or fan fiction or video games.
Keep going.
So it's every book title is Sin and something. So the first book is Sin and Chocolate, and then the next one is like Sin and Magic, and so on and so forth.
That's a good start, Sin and Chocolate.
Yes, and very little in the book has anything to do with the title as far as I can remember.
Okay. Well,
maybe smells, how they smell to each other. I don't know. But it's Sin and Chocolate, Sin and Magic, Sin and Salvation, Sin and Spirit, Sin and Lightning, and Sin and Surrender.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the main characters, there's a lot of important characters in the book, but I'm going to not remember all of them, are going to be the main family unit. So it's the female main character is Alexis, and then she has 2 foster kids, Mordecai and Daisy, and so they're the family unit. And then there's a demigod that is named Kiernan. And as you get introduced to the stories, you've got Alexis, who talks to ghosts. And you don't know what her magic is because it's so obfuscated, and with her mother's magic, like, they game the system where they test all the people's magic and what level you are. So you can be a level 1 through 5, or you can be a demigod.
Okay.
And so she somehow always messes with the metrics because of her mom's magic, which you don't find out about until later, in like book 3 or something, about what it is. And she doesn't know, so she doesn't find out until later either.
So she has no idea that
she has no idea what her magic is. She has no idea what level she is. Like,
what does she think she is?
She doesn't know.
Oh.
She just knows she has to fake out the system every time she gets tested because it protects her kids. Because...
Well, how does she know she has to fake out the system?
Because her mom.
Her mom told her. Oh, okay.
But also her kids are foster kids, so what does that have to do with her?
It's because of the way the system is set up. You've got the magic side, the non-magic side, and the tiered system can get very, for lack of a better term, racist.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like not supposed to have these kids, or what's the?
One of the kids is non-magic.
Okay.
So it's like a witch having a muggle Hogwarts terms.
Okay. And that's a no-no in this.
It's they don't coexist.
Oh, okay.
You have to stay hidden, and there's a lot of
the
diversion.
Muggles do, or the magic users do. I'm sorry, I'm so confused.
No, me too.
Neither. You just have to stay segregated, kind of deal.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Because up until this when the book starts, as the book goes in, the demigods are horrible and ruthless, and whoever rules the territories are just
okay.
I don't know how else to describe it. Like there's constant wars and battles, and they always try to kill each other and kill their kids and whatever.
So basically, it's just better for the humans to just not interact with the demigods because they don't want to get dead.
Yes.
Okay.
So her teen kids. Mordecai is is the boy. He's a werewolf that has a shifter sickness, so it's slowly killing him.
Oh,
okay.
And they're also like broke as fuck. That plays into the first part of the book. And then Daisy is the non-magical kid. And in this term, instead of like Mudblood as like the horrible like or Muggle, it's called Chester.
Chester?
I don't know why. But so they're trying to survive, and then Alexis somehow catches the eye of Kiernan. And Kiernan is a son. He's son of another demigod, which doesn't make sense because demigods are usually half mortal, half god.
Yeah.
Okay, but they can't reproduce?
Well, they can, but a demigod doesn't usually make another demigod, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like
you can only you're only supposed to be a demigod, or although there are some instances apparently in this, I don't know how, where you can have spontaneous demigods happening.
Gotcha.
So his parents a demigod, but he's also a demigod, which is kind of weird.
Which is not exactly likely. Like high-level magic level, like mostly what they say is if you're a demigod and you are with another magical thing. So his mother was a Selkie.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A high-level Selkie. And so that produces a high-level, like a level 5 powered kid.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If the demigods can't create more demigods...
They can create powerful kids. They just can't create...
Yeah, but like, how have the demigods not died off at this point? Like, if
they're
immortal. Well, they do, but the gods keep having kids, like Zeus.
The demigods, some of the demigods are immortal, for the most part. There's very limited things that can kill them.
Yes. Okay.
So they just mostly stay alive, and they keep getting made.
Okay.
And
unless they kill each other off.
They have to kill each other off, or like really powerful fae that show up at the very end of the book that like just randomly
can kill
appears.
them off. Yeah,
yes.
but that's that still feels kind of a little bit like, I don't know, man. You're asking for trouble with that, aren't you?
I mean, this is a magical world that
it was created. Still,
so it's a little like, what in the heck?
I don't know, man. The steroids are making me loopy.
What
don't
if
listen to me.
two demigods have kids, then they could both give their demigod half.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I don't know, because the only like demigod pairing that you find out really about
are these two
at the very end of the series.
Okay, keep going. All right.
I'm sorry, I have so many questions.
Ultimately, look, massive spoiler, it's a happy ending. She ends up being blessed and being given demigod status.
That's
and powers
fine.
and shit
That's fine, but still, I'm just like trying to wrap my head around.
I'm doing the setup, and
okay.
So because a little bit, so we got her background. So Alexis's background, she
catches his eye. You said
yes. He nearly runs her over.
Okay.
With his car, and
whatever works.
And he sees that she's trying to buy like a blanket for Mordecai, who's sick and dying, to like, because his sickness makes him very, very cold. You know, when you're sick or dying, that tends to happen, I guess. And so she catches his eye, and he's like, well, giving her random things to help. And so that's her background. He is the kid of a Selkie and a demigod of Poseidon. And his dad is very cruel, very horrible, classic, horrible parent. Yeah. To the point where he stole his mother's skin and locked it away from her, so trapped her on land, and so she could never go to the ocean.
Dad did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he watched his mother, who's like a level 5 Selkie, withers away, like she's essentially slowly dying of cancer. Is what happened to her. So he hates his father.
She can't go to the ocean.
Yes.
And so he hates his father, and this woman intrigues him because she's struggling, but he senses that she's a higher power than what's logged in her thingy in the record.
Do they have like ID cards, or like how does he know what her power level is?
Because they have it's meticulously recorded, so he can go look
so like
it up.
As a demigod, he can just go look it up.
Yes, especially because he's being trained essentially to take over for his father or trained by his father, and so they live in San Francisco.
What is his dad, chief bureaucrat or something like that?
Well, his dad is the magical ruler of the region.
The maid
oh, okay, gotcha.
So the demigods tend to be the magical rulers of different regions. And so like demigod of San Francisco, demigod of New York, or demigod, I don't know, some of these.
Okay.
And
I follow you.
So they catch his eye and all that stuff. And the first book is all about that kind of developing part of it. And then he makes a deal with Alexis to get her have her go through full testing to fully determine what her magic is. Mm-hmm. In return, he will provide everything Mordecai needs to get healthy.
Okay.
Because Mordecai is the son of the previous Alpha Pack leader and the Luna, I guess. Is that... Look, I don't know shifter romances, but I know that's a big werewolf shifter like couple, the Alpha and the Luna.
You know, when there's vampires versus werewolves, I pick the vampires every time.
So he's supposed to be very
unless
powerful,
they're really hot.
but because he's got this weird shifter sickness, he's not. He's very weak. So
Okay.
that's all of that.
But he shouldn't be.
No. And so ultimately they get tested. And they find out that she is a spirit walker.
And I was gonna say, and this time she doesn't game the system.
She's not allowed to game the system because she's made the deal for
full testing and
for Mordecai. Yeah. But she doesn't realize what she is. And they thought she knew that because she constantly is talking to ghosts and using her magic on such a level, and all she does is talk to ghosts. At this point, they find out what she is. They bring in someone called Breene that becomes her best friend, who's a level 5 necromancer.
Okay.
And they find out, because she's a spirit walker, she is a descendant of Hades.
Okay, wait a minute. Do I need to start Googling spirit walker versus necromancer?
No, I think it's just created for this book. I don't know.
Okay, because, I know necromancers, in Phantasma. That was fun. That's a thing.
No, she makes zombies.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought necromancers could, control the dead.
Yeah,
and the spirit walker
she makes zombies.
Can talk to them?
Well, yeah, that too. But, the spirit walker implies that she can, communicate with the ghosts.
Yeah.
Yes. So she can communicate with the dead. She can communicate with the spirits. She has power. What you ultimately find out, again, later on, is that she has power over life and death.
Over what?
Life and death.
Oh.
So, because when she's trying to get away from, Kiernan in the beginning, she's using her magic, but she doesn't realize it. She doesn't know what she's doing. So she's using her magic, and so essentially she has power over life and death, not fully, but she can
So she's kind of a necromancer and a spirit walker together?
Yeah.
She essentially can pull your soul out of your body.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so she uses that power without realizing it. And so they do all of that, and in the process, they're this descendant of Hades and this descendant of Poseidon are very, very hot for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there's banging that randomly happens. It starts as kind of hate fucking.
Why do they hate each other?
She hates that he pulled her out on her end. She hates that he pulled her into this whole new world that she wanted nothing to do with, and her mom raised her to not do it.
Oh, okay.
To play the politics.
Does she know why her mom did on this yet? Okay.
No, she doesn't find out until the last book.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Second to the last.
Don't tell us all that yet.
Yeah.
So, and then gets off, ultimately, because, again, she finds out her powers. Kiernan discovers how powerful she really is. Brings in the necromancer to actually train her on different things. And ends up getting hired to help Kiernan ultimately take over for his father.
Are there no other spirit walkers? She the only one?
They're super rare. And there's a story, I don't remember if they actually tell it in the first book or later on. I think they tell in the first one. There was one other, but because they use the gods whatever demigod controlled them, used them to kill and trained him to kill and torture, he went insane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So are the necromancers and the spirit walkers Hades descendants? Is that
essentially?
Okay.
Each person's like descendants in line has different has their power.
Sure.
And then so that goes through that. They try to figure out like how to survive. She tries to figure out how to survive this new world because she essentially isn't like the transient community. She's not exactly homeless, but she's also not exactly, it's she's always stayed in that realm.
Yeah.
So she's also
goes from place to place.
Yeah.
Stays under the radar.
So I actually think this whole first book is really just building that world because I can't remember. I'm trying to think. And so they're trying to figure this out. They're realizing her powers. She's starting to kind of spy for Kiernan because she talks to the ghosts that his father is randomly trapped in different places. And now her family is doing much better. So Mordecai's healthy. Daisy is surviving. And thriving actually because Kiernan has what he calls his 7, so it's like his bodyguards and closest friends. It's his inner circle, and these 7 and ultimately adopt the kids in Alexis to help train her and take care of them and like feed them. One is a Kraken shifter.
Okay.
One is a Jinn.
Okay.
One has power over light. One is fuck, I can't remember what he is. Shit.
I say the Kraken shifter kind of
that's
made
interesting.
sense
Yeah.
since he's Poseidon's son.
Yeah, well, so
that made
all
sense.
of these what's interesting about this and then also about as the story progresses is that rather than sticking with having their inner crew and their bodyguards and protectors and whatever being from only the Poseidon line or only from the Zeus line or whatever, like other territories, they invite everyone. That makes sense or not, like the Jinn.
He does.
Yeah, like there's a Jinn, there's a Fae, there's a Lightbender. I
was throwing in all kinds of magical creatures here.
Yeah.
Yes, there's one.
So it's like not unusual. It's unusual for them to like interact with people of different castes or whatever.
Yes. Let me look at something. So I'm trying to remember one of them because he is a hold on, let me find it. So, blah blah. Okay. And they talk about all of this stuff. One's a Hephaestus demigod of some form, or not of the line of Hephaestus, but he's turns into rock. But he's not. He gets got later on in the books. I'm trying to find one of them that, not the Kraken guy. I can't remember what he is. One dude is like an excellent spy of some form. One's a berserker. Like, he transforms into some form of crazy creature berserker thing. And so these are like super powerful people that are part of this family that start to take care of. And Kiernan realizes slowly throughout this process that he would have turned into his father if it weren't for Alexis and the kids. So that's the first book. The second book is where the big fight happens, I think. I could be wrong. I haven't read this book. Let me see. Let me make sure really quick.
It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while, but I bought... So these books are on Kindle Unlimited, but I love them so much I bought them.
Yeah.
Okay, no. The third book is where the big fight happens.
Okay.
The second book is more magic developing, because she thought she was a ghost whisperer.
Okay. And there's
How
a difference?
is that different than a spirit walker?
She didn't know.
Oh.
Okay. We'll go on to the fight then.
She didn't know she had full control over, like, people's souls and spirits. She just thought she could talk to ghosts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I get that.
Okay, so I know what it is. The second book is Kiernan. That's what I missed. So she wants to take over from his father, but he also wants to release his mother's spirit. Because his mother is trapped because the sulky skin is trapped.
Right, that's how you trap a sulky, right?
So
very convenient.
The whole second book is Alexis learning to control her powers. She finds out that Kiernan's dad, Valenz, has trapped powerful spirits in haunted houses, like with little traps, like trap them in the house with weird magic.
Oh.
And if you're a level 5 magical thing and you get killed and your spirit hangs around, you can still use some of that magic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he's using dead people's magic.
And trying to control it. And then there's more fucking that happens.
I mean, obviously.
I mean, yes, because it's a romantasy, but I want to say it's...
Shouldn't there be some?
It's very sexy, but it's not like, oh my god, penises everywhere. It's...
The two of them.
Yeah, it's really...
having a good time.
It's really two of them, and it alludes a little bit to, like, Breene, the best friend that becomes the best friend, like, hooks up with a couple of the 7.
Okay.
Because they're all just looking to do that.
Right. Why not?
And as this happens, like, Alexis learns more and more about the 7 and their various powers because she doesn't care. She doesn't want to know. She's like, don't tell me anything I don't need to know, and I'll figure, like, she's intentionally ignorant about the magical world.
Yes.
And also somehow they solve crimes. I don't know.
Sure.
So what about the fight in book 3? Let's get to this fight.
Yes. So, they find the spirit, the sulky skin.
His mother's spirit. Okay.
And this is going to set up for the battle in the next book. And so she, with the help of everyone else, goes and releases the mom spirit.
Oh, okay.
And then Kiernan, deciding he's had enough, frees all the other spirits. With help of other magical users, because he's done. He doesn't want to torture these souls, and this triggers what's going to start into the battle for the territory. And
with his dad,
and he tries to send Alexis away and tell her she's done. She doesn't need to get involved anymore. And Alexis is like, "Fuck you, I'm doing this."
Yeah, no,
she's like,
"I'm too invested.
I'm too involved. I'm too invested. My kid." He's like, "I put your kids in danger." She's like,
"Fuck you."
One is a fucking. That kid, an alpha child, he's going to have to challenge the other alpha dude that's trying to kill him already. Like, he's always going to be in danger.
Right.
I talk to the dead, and now it's recorded that I'm the spirit walker thing that people are going to find. And the other kid is
a muggle.
A non-magic user, or a Chester in this book.
Chester.
That lives in the magical world. We're always going to be in danger. Fuck you, I'm done.
Yes.
Right.
You dragged me into this.
Yes.
Finish it. Bitch.
We're here. There's no getting out of it.
Yes.
Which is more than fair, honestly. Like, I'd be pissed if some guy dragged me into something just to free his mom's spirit, and then he's just like, okay, it's too dangerous for you now, bye. And I'd be like, no.
She's always been the type of, like, tries to get spirits to move on.
Yeah,
she's like, this is
why not?
Because she talks to them.
Yeah,
and she
but
comes
like,
across as crazy.
You can't just like take advantage of me, right? And then just be like, oh, sorry, it's too dangerous now, right? Like, you just used me as a means to an end. I think that's more than a fair.
It's her choice. Like, if he was like, you want to go, and she was like, yep, you're right, see ya.
And I just realized in reading another recap, so we were talking,
it's the deciding for you that's.
Yeah, the inner circle was the 6, not the 7. I don't know why I kept having 7 in my head.
Oh,
anyway,
7 makes more sense, but whatever.
I know, right? So I don't know in which book, and when it's either in the book 3 or book 4 where they summon and like bind a spirit. I'm pretty sure it's in book 4, but I think it's in book 4. But I'm telling about all of the books, so it doesn't matter. They bind and lock they summon and bind the spirit of what they think is the previous spirit walker that went crazy.
Okay.
To train her. But the guy that gets the person that gets summoned isn't crazy.
To train Alexis?
That she summons and binds into his thing isn't crazy. So she's but she again doesn't know anything about the previous one. And so they don't say anything.
So, like, is it the wrong person, or is he really not crazy? They just wanted to bind him.
Yeah, did they just make that up?
No, they didn't just make it up.
That he's crazy?
Oh.
Because
so he really is crazy.
Yes. And that spirit shows up in the 6th book. Lots of things happen in the 6th book.
Then who's this guy?
Yeah.
You don't know, but as you read it, Bree figures it out, and I kind of wondered. It's Hades.
Oh.
Was the previous spirit walker?
No,
it was the guy they
He's posing
summoned.
as the previous spirit walker to train Alexis.
Oh.
Because he wants to know more about her. Because you find out,
he's
too.
your ancestor.
Yes.
He's her grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. That's a lot closer.
Yes, because you don't find out. Again, we're talking about the whole book, right?
Yes.
The
now
whole
I'm
series.
following.
So it's fine that we're spoiling things. So she finds out in like the 4th book, I think.
It's not just her ancestor; it's her grandpa.
She finds out that her father is Magnus, which is the demigod, the one of the few demigods of Hades that is in the world. He's notorious. They were fairly certain that this was her father because of how powerful she is and what her magic is. Because he's notorious for killing his kids.
Oh,
because one of his sons especially, a few of his kids wanted to take over.
Yeah.
And so killed like his original mate, like his soulmate. Because there's a whole thing about how you can like soul bind yourselves to each other or whatever they call in this book. And she's done that to her and Kiernan without realizing it.
Oh, you can do it accidentally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It happened when they were fucking.
Well, yeah, of course it did.
And he was okay with it.
But he knew it and she didn't know it?
Neither one of them really realized it. Oh. And then, so for Kiernan, his dad was very against all of that stuff. So he didn't know. But, like, they started to figure it out because Bree, the necromancers are not tied to a specific territory or leader because they're necromancers. They have free reign to kind of go around wherever. They don't declare for a
certain area.
A certain demigod. But... And
same with spirit walkers, I guess. No, they're Hades.
They're Hades, but they can declare you can declare your loyalty. The necromancers tend not to.
Oh.
Yeah, but they can. They just generally don't.
And you find out like Bree, she's very mercenary. She's in it for the money to a degree.
Yeah.
And she's intrigued by the challenge that is Alexis. Mm-hmm. And she's the one who figures out the so-called spirit walker that's training her, Damien, as he's supposed to be known at, or whatever. Hastings. His original name is Hastings, and his new name as the crazy man is Damien. So Hastings, she's the one that figures out Hastings is Hades, because Hades essentially makes a cat talk. He inhabits the body of a cat.
Okay.
And frolics with like another cat, and then all of a sudden that cat has undead spirit dogs. Not dogs. Has massive undead baby cats.
The fuck?
Baby kittens, and makes like.
That's random.
Yeah, it's not supposed.
It's
not supposed to be, but that Hades used that to protect her.
To protect Alexis?
Because he was super intrigued. Once the testing was done and the spirit walker was out, Magnus found out who she was.
I'm so fucking confused.
Who's Magnus?
Her dad.
Oh. Her dad found out that she existed?
Okay.
Yeah, and so there's this whole other spirit realm.
So then Hades knew she existed?
Because Magnus and as a demigod can do it, but Alexis is also able to, as a spirit walker, is you can go into the spirit realm.
Yes.
And so Magnus kept going into the spirit realm to look at her and spy on her and like try to find a way to like take her back to his territory.
And Hades figured out.
Hades was like, why is my son doing this? I want to know, and finds out. And so he does this as he's training her.
And Magnus was one of the few children that Hades didn't kill.
No, Magnus is the one that kills his kids.
I'm so fucking confused.
Magnus is Hades' son.
Yes, that I know, but I thought you were saying that Hades killed
No, Magnus kills his kids.
Okay. For fuck's sake.
But who was her mom?
Yeah.
Who was her mom? Like his actual mate that he lost, or what?
No, it was his second chance mate, essentially.
Oh.
But because she got pregnant with Alexis, Hades was like... Or not Hades. Magnus was like, no, because his kids have killed him before.
Right.
But Alexis's mom is like, well, I don't care. They made a deal where Alexis's mom left the magical world and never announced and hid her away.
Yeah.
And Magnus let her live and let the kid live. But Alexis's mom and Magnus would spy on Alexis as she was growing up.
So he knew who she was all along then.
He knew who she was. He didn't know her magic.
Okay.
Until the testing was done.
You know what? I'm not even...
It's very confusing.
I'm not even going to ask.
Until you read the books, because I'm also telling it kind of like out of order and all over the place.
I'm so fucking confused. Like, how does he know? Does it just go into the hive mind?
No. So Magnus knew he had a kid out there and knew Alexis
Yes, but he didn't know about her powers.
No, because she
hid them.
She always hid them.
Yeah, so how the fuck did he find out about her powers?
Because she got tested.
And
it's all in record.
And then is it just like a hive mind?
No,
or does
it's
he
all
just
on
go,
record.
Jesus
You can look up the paperwork.
I'm so fucking confused.
There's like a
It's
government
a bureaucracy.
record.
It's a bureaucracy.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, you know what?
That's how he
Never
finds
mind.
out.
My head hurts.
And because they're constantly battling, all the demigods are constantly fighting each other.
Did Magnus kill Hades, or is Hades just...
No,
Hades
the gods
still
aren't
alive.
around. The gods aren't around.
Yeah.
But he's checking up on his
but
granddaughter.
Hades is a god instead of a demigod?
The gods are still gods. The Olympic gods are still gods.
Okay.
No, Hades, the gods are... The only three gods show up at the very end.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't realize...
Okay, but this isn't the very end of Hades,
is somebody else.
There's descendants, but what you find out is, what you're told is Alexis is being trained by Hastings, who is actually Hades in disguise.
Yes.
Because
they
he's
think
intrigued.
it's the crazy...
That we've established, yes.
Yeah, spirit walker, but it's really Hades.
So Sin and Salvation is the big battle.
Okay.
And they're building up their allies. So at some point...
Who are they battling?
The humans or the...
Each other.
Kiernan's dad.
Oh, okay.
It's the battle between Kiernan and his father, because they've freed his mom's spirit.
That's right, okay.
Yes.
And
Dad is
Kiernan...
pissed.
Kiernan's acting suspicious, so Valens is a little... He's trying to figure out what's going on, and he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
What, he can't just look it up in the bureaucrocy?
Oh, Kiernan was able to game the system to hide Alexis from his father to a degree.
Okay, so everyone can find out about Alexis except Kiernan's dad? That's very convenient.
Well, yes, but also Kiernan's dad delegates a lot of the work to other people. And
that's fair, but you just said they live in fucking bureaucracy land and they can look it up.
They were able to... from what I can remember, is that Kiernan's father doesn't actually do anything himself.
Okay.
So he gets people to dig and mine for information and find out about this stuff.
So what does he do? Just sit around and eat peeled grapes all day?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like that. Or
he's a god.
Demigod. He tries to fuck with his son, and what he does is he
but he doesn't actually fuck with his son. He gets someone to fuck with his son on his behalf.
Yes, exactly. And Kiernan knows this, so he fucks around with his dad in return by fucking with his staff.
Yes.
Well, his dad goes and fucks everything that moves with tits.
Okay, so that's what dad does all day.
Yes. Woo.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we established this. Okay.
That's all the book tells me.
Let's move on.
Okay, keep going.
So Kiernan's trying to get allies from different territories, different rulers of different regions that aren't all... So the rulers aren't all demigods. Some are high-level 4s or 5s, strong magic users that want the role. He's not successful.
Okay.
Because he's not. So, of all people, Daisy, the mortal, is the one that convinces people to come and help.
And this is the foster daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The mortal, very mercenary foster daughter. I mean, she's very untrustworthy because she's very protective of Alexis, because she knows Alexis to a degree is very kind of naive about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
She's intentionally keeping herself ignorant, but Daisy is very not that way.
Yeah.
So all of the 6 are training Daisy to be an assassin, to be a spy, training her to survive in this world.
Yeah.
And not just be helpless all the time.
Daisy is very intentional about doing all that.
Yes.
Mordecai and Alexis get stalked at one point by the horrible alpha of the pack that Mordecai is supposed to be leader of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They took over.
Yeah.
And ultimately, Alexis kills this new alpha leader.
Okay.
And his horrible, sycophants and stuff. And so, unknowingly, by doing that, she gets the werewolf pack to ally with them.
I was going to say, doesn't that make her the like leader of the pack or something.
No, she did it on Mordecai's behalf.
Yeah, but it's a technicality.
Yes, but Mordecai still isn't the official like alpha, and
because he didn't actually do it himself.
Well, there's that, and he's not of age yet, and there's some other rigmarole that is in the background that you don't know about.
Sure.
There's the kittens appear in the next book, but
sorry.
The demon
the
cats.
Undead kitten.
The demon cats.
Undead demon cats.
Oh, God.
Right? It's so weird.
Which checks out, actually.
Okay, keep going.
And as all of this is happening, of course, Kieran and Alexis are falling for each other.
Well, yeah, because they're just banging each other all the time.
Yeah. Because of the magic. And part of it's magic. Part of it is they've accidentally created a soul bond of something that they don't realize about. So they fight. What's interesting is they do how she does it. I can't remember if the author's female or not. I think so. I'm just going to go she.
The author.
Just keep going.
For the author. Talks about the power in the battle. So Kieran and his father are both demigods of Poseidon.
Okay.
They fight in the middle of the Pacific Ocean underwater and like in the middle of a whirlpool.
Okay.
And the battle, I think part of why I love these books so much is it's not just fucking and romance.
That's good.
There's a lot of like, it's very similar to like the ACOTAR, the political intrigue and like the battles and the family building, the development of the interpersonal relationships. So you get the sexy times, but you also get like,
you get a good mix of all.
Yeah, there's
it's more of a think.
There's a good story and substance.
There's a good story. There's some
and there's some good.
There's a little bit of thinking you have to do. There's actually a plot.
It's a romantasy with a good plot.
Yes. And so they fight. She realizes that one of the six is a massive crack. Like she knew it was a kraken, but didn't realize how big of a kraken he was.
She was gonna say he was a crackhead. I'm like,
I know, that's what I thought. I was like, he's a kraken. Okay. Kraken.
I did not finish the way I thought it was
he's
going
the giant cephalopod.
Okay. So he helps out in this big whirlpool.
That makes more sense.
I bet. Okay.
He puts all the other six and Alexis in little boats and like as a kraken like throws the boat, like carries the canoe, like the little rowboats out.
Oh my gosh.
Like in the middle of this horrible battle.
I'm totally picturing this.
In the middle of this horrible battle, this kraken is just yeeting people out of the battle in boats. I'm
or
here for
yeeting
it.
In the middle of the whirlpool
the battle
in
with
the Pacific Ocean.
Once the land battle, because Alexis at this point has figured out how to shove like spirits. So the spirits that were trapped by Kieran's dad, because Alexis can talk to them, the ones that are very vengeful are like, I will want to stick around and help.
Oh, good.
So she shoves them into rotting bodies and corpses.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, lovely.
And makes them fight.
Delightful.
But she doesn't like make them. So necromancers have to forcefully control them.
Yes.
Alexis just asks.
I was going to say she's just like throwing souls in rotting
Hey, would you mind just for a little bit, guys?
Well, later on, she's like, pick which body you want to jump into.
I mean, fair. I mean,
and so they'll do it and like take off.
What about the owner of the body?
They're just spirits.
The bodies, the spirits
they're
have
dead
departed.
Bodies. Oh, okay.
So you can just the ones that are hanging around. They've been around for like decades.
Yeah, these are the spirits that she can talk to.
These are the super powerful ones, and the super like one of them is like former military, like Green Beret, like high level special ops type guy that sticks around.
And he's PO'd. He was kept around and
he was
and siphoned
pissed
off.
That he was kept trapped. Another one is has magic like as a teleporter.
Okay,
yeah,
that'd
and
be
that's
handy.
More than fair. Like
as a little girl and got like killed, and she's super vengeful about it.
Well, yeah, because but that would make sense that they're mad at dad, right? So I mean, like that's like the perfect.
So they hang around and like want to get revenge.
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to take a crack at him, too.
One is a level 4, like, fire magic of some form. I don't know who they're, like, the minor gods they're descendant of or whatever. Comes up to battle, shows up in the battle because Daisy, of all people, harassed the hell out of her to show up. And so it's like all of these things happen. Kieran eventually beats his father. Because of this soul bond, they can, like, share magic or, like, share strength.
Yeah. Push it through the bond or whatever.
Whatever. And as they're getting yeeted back to shore after they've won by the cephalopod, Kieran proposes And Alexis is like, why are you
what
doing
the
this
fuck
now?
are you doing? Why?
And it's just
what
like,
is wrong
no,
with him?
thank you. And it could end there, but no, it doesn't, because there's more shit that has to happen.
In the same book?
No, in the
or
next
just
book.
in the series?
So
Okay,
the
keep
book
going.
ends
Keep going.
on the proposal after being yeeted back to
Of course
shore
it does.
by the
Okay.
cephalopod.
Look,
then what happens?
To be
She's like,
fair,
what
if
the
I
hell?
were Alexis, I would also be like, what the fuck if somebody like proposed as I was flying through the air after being eaten by a fucking kraken out of a fight with my soon-to-be
father-in-law.
Late father-in-law.
Oh, demigod late father-in-law.
Yes. And it's like,
that's super fucked up, man.
yes, it's like, we almost died. I love you. Let's get married. And they're already soul bonded.
And you're like,
it's
I'm
not
sorry. You're like, I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
I gave you some of my energy. What more do you want from
I
me?
need a minute.
They're already soul
This
bonded.
seems too close to
that
real
doesn't
life.
fucking
Okay.
matter. That is a really terrible place to propose. I'm sorry.
It's like they're already technically married anyway.
I'm sorry. That's still
Oh
a really
God, this
shitty
is too
place
close to real life.
propose.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hush. Look,
Anyway.
I'm not gonna complain.
So are you saying when you're soul bonded, it's like common law marriage?
I'm just collecting rings at this point.
Yeah.
How come I only got one ring?
At least he hasn't.
13 and a half years.
Ditto. One ring. 13 and a half.
You guys got married after.
That's where I made my mistake. Shit.
I can't assure you that Douglas is not going to do it in a flying boat that's been hurled by a kraken.
Can
Although
we get him to do that?
Look,
What do
if
you
he
think,
somehow
Claire?
manages to do something like that, I will say yes.
Nah.
Just because the amount of planning that he would have to undergo to get me like yeeted on a boat by a kraken.
Fair.
I didn't know that I could get more rings, to be fair.
To be fair, too, he's kind of trained to where if he doesn't do shit, certain thing,
that's the problem is you're good at that training, and I'm just not.
No, it's not that he doesn't do shit. It's like certain things he does or doesn't do that really just drive me up the wall. I get presents.
Damn it. I didn't train this one right.
And
okay.
Now, he also has if he says no to certain, like, he won't.
Right.
But he's agreed to this because he's
Yes,
like,
that's true.
okay,
That's true.
fair.
Okay.
Like, I did.
It's never an unfair. It's never like an unfair consequence of his choices.
No, it's more of a
okay. I'll do that.
I'm not happy about this.
But
you owe me some. Like, he's like, okay, fine. You know, like,
damn.
It's also a little bit of a negotiation.
True.
Anyway.
To be a fly on the wall.
Okay. So we stopped at the proposal on the boat, the flying
and so
boat.
she's just like, fucking no.
Yeah,
So we're
fair.
going to talk about this right now.
So we have 3 books that lead up to the fight between dad and son.
Yes.
The next books lead up to the magical summit. And it's essentially like one of those, any type of world leader summit.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those.
It's like the UN.
It's just for magical people.
Yeah.
And so because...
Well, they had one in Akatar.
Yeah, like Akatar with the High Lords and stuff.
Yes.
It's always that thing. But because of the battle, Alexis is now widely known. Like, everybody now knows. Not just the few people.
Yeah, and they don't even have to look at the bureaucracy ledger to know what she's about.
The battle was very public.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it was in the middle of Pacific Ocean with a giant kraken and flying boats. I mean, I'd hope you'd notice.
Everybody knows now.
Yeah.
It was in the tabloids.
And, like, the werewolves showed up. Like, another territory's leader came and helped, kind of deal.
Oh.
Because everybody hates this guy, because he was a shithead.
Yeah.
So now they're freaking out because this is the next step. So some demigods are mortal and some are not.
Okay,
hold on. You said they were all immortal. That's why they don't procreate.
No, they procreate.
They don't die.
But they don't make more demigods.
Yes. They don't make more demigods because a demigod is
people.
Half.
Yes, but like again,
I probably
procreate like bunnies
and forgot that piece.
How is the mass population of demigods? I mean, is it just limited to like the immortals? And every now and then you just get one that can die?
Well, it's 50-50. If you have one parent that's a god and one parent
gods
that's
need to
immortal, then
non-god
you have a
people.
50-50 chance of being immortal.
So the gods can make more demigods if they want to?
Yes.
Gods make more demigods.
Okay.
Like
yeah, no,
Zeus's
you left
children.
the part out about how the gods can make demigods earlier. That's why I was confused.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm good.
They like
So some are mortal and some are
proceed
are just
immortal.
super powerful, hard to kill.
Sure. Okay.
But still killable.
Right.
Like, there's going to be...
and which one is our main male character here?
It's always going to be Kieran and Alexis. They're the core.
But Kieran, is he immortal or is he mortal?
He's not mortal. He's not immortal. He's mortal.
Okay.
He's a mortal demigod.
Okay.
And apparently so is his father.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they all have like a spectrum of mortality, right? Some of them are harder to kill than others.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, I would feel like the gods would definitely be immortal.
Yes. The demigods have immortality
Up to a certain point.
Yes. There's certain very small things that, very like handful of things that can kill them.
Right. Like think Achilles. Right.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I mean,
I think a small handful, like only a number of them. I don't know. Again, I'm just guessing because I don't remember if they talk about it too much.
But I imagine it's like if all the Marvel superheroes came together to defeat Thanos, right? Like it's kind of like a similar thing. If you throw everything you've got at one of them, eventually they're gonna go down. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And again, I can't remember exactly because it's not relevant to them.
Yeah.
And let's be real. Most of the readers who read these books don't have these questions.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't know. Because I had these questions too. But I also read the books a million times.
I have so many questions.
I like these questions.
I know.
And so...
Okay, keep going.
So now they're prepping for the summit. They're trying to find allies and whatnot. This is where the demon cats show up because...
Sorry.
They summon the so-called previous spirit walker that's actually Hades in disguise.
Yeah.
And he possesses a cat.
A thought occurs. Why are they having this summit?
They have one every year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is just the normal yearly summit.
This is just the annual summit, low stakes.
It's not because they killed Poseidon's son.
But if they have it every year, it's just like UN maintenance. Like everybody gets together.
Yes, but every year they get together and their people try to kill each other.
Okay, but that is not a summit. That's murder club.
For them, it's a summit. For the gods,
no, that's fucking murder club.
For magical people, well, it's they try to kill each other without actually killing each other.
So it's just like they're just like exercising their power somehow.
It's Fight Club.
Okay.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
But we don't
Keep
talk
going.
about Fight Club.
Keep
How do
going.
we know about the summit if we don't talk about Fight Club? My head hurts.
We're only like fucking book 4. Let's go.
Well, so the next few books are just building up to this. So this one is...
when do we get to the summit?
Book
the
6.
6th book.
Oh, God.
But
yeah.
So this one is a lot more of... There's lots of more fucking. The spirit, the bonding is like in place.
Have they like figured it out at this point?
A little bit. They know they have a little bit of each other's powers, just a touch.
But like Kieran knows what's going on, right?
Kieran has figured it out at this point.
Yes.
Alexis is still kind of learning, but she's like whatever.
Yeah.
And so this is where the demon cat shows up. They supposedly like bind Hastings to a pocket watch that belonged to him.
Okay.
Because they're tied to their like ghosts. They're tied to something.
Yeah. They need an
or
object.
they tie the soul to something that's theirs.
Yeah.
Cats are?
No, the ghost, the spirit.
So they've tied Hastings, who's actually Hades, to a pocket watch.
Tied with quotes because it's Hades, so he's not really.
But like
tied,
Hades, like
but
at
he's
this point,
pretending because
he's playing along.
Yes, he's playing along.
Because he wants to pretend to be the mad.
That's not
spirit
mad
talker.
at this point. That's so he introduces himself as Hastings. When you meet his true bad spirit walker's persona, he introduces himself as Damien. And you can tell he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Like, Alexis looks at him, feels his power, and is like, that guy's not the same guy that's been training me. That guy's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she fully is like, he's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
You're breaking my brain a little bit with this Hastings Damien thing. Is it like split personalities, or is it like...
It's... So, Alexis is told to a degree about the previous spirit walker. Who started as Hastings, but was trained and tortured and became Damien.
So, but Hastings is not Hades.
Hastings is Hades.
Okay, but...
Okay.
Hastings
sorry.
is Hades in disguise.
Hastings is Hades in disguise. So is Hastings like the actual crazy spirit walker? No.
The actual crazy spirit walker is Damien.
The actual crazy spirit walker is Damien. but the lore says that his name is Hastings.
So he was born Hastings.
Damien was born Hastings?
Yes.
Okay.
And changed
and
to
then because
Damien.
as he was getting tortured and trained and whatever and made crazy,
took on the Damien
persona.
Name and persona.
Yes,
okay.
an identity.
So when they called him to try to train her, they actually got Hades, and Hades was just kind of like standing in. So then Damien shows up somewhere in here and is like the actual fuck.
Yeah.
What
and
have
Alexis
you been doing?
Is like,
who are you? You're not my person.
But does he claim that he's Hastings or does he claim that he's Damien?
Who? Hades?
Damien. No.
The
Damien, the crazy guy.
He claims he's I'm Damien.
Okay, then she would clearly know it's not the same thing because he's been going as Hastings up until this point,
and
right?
And she's willfully ignorant.
Yes, but still, I would think that if someone said they were Hastings and then all of a sudden they're Damien, I'm like, no shit, this is somebody completely different.
She knew there was two different. He went by another name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
but I think.
She thinks it's like his alter ego or something like that?
Or something like that. Or like he got sane when he died.
That's not a thing, but okay.
She's willfully ignorant about her magic and how this works. Like
that's it. There's willful ignorance and then there's whatever the fuck this is.
No. She's purposely not like no one. She doesn't ask questions. Like they don't tell her anything about protocol or any of this shit. She's just like, I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I just care about what's right in front of me.
So she figures that the guy was tortured and did all this stuff as Damien
died.
He went back to like his original being,
went
like
to the
Hastings.
underworld.
Yeah,
and
he
just
forgot all the torture,
right?
And
that
or something. That's what I'm
Yeah,
assuming because she they don't go into it, and it's reiterated throughout the series that Alexis is kept in a lot of cases is kept ignorant, and she is also willfully ignorant about it because
well, she grew up with that with her mom.
And it's just worry about the next step.
Yeah.
Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on what's next.
That's fair. So basically everybody else is gaslighting Alexis.
Yeah.
Also
her
into
whole
this
life.
kind of like...
And she knows it's happening.
Naivety, right?
She understands she's being kept in the dark, but she's like, that's fine.
She doesn't care.
She's like, I don't want to know.
Because, I mean, I can see Alexis not asking questions. Why the fuck is nobody else asking questions?
Mm-hmm.
No, so... They do talk about that a little bit.
Right. Why doesn't what's his face ask these questions for her?
Kiernan is too young to remember this guy.
Okay, but they can just go look it up in bureaucracy land. Can Kiernan not just go look it up in fucking bureaucracy land?
He was too busy fighting his dad and now trying to freak out about protecting his soul.
He doesn't have people who can do that for him.
They don't talk about it.
The Six don't ask any fucking questions.
The Six are busy protecting the other thing.
Okay, so he doesn't have anybody else outside of the Six. There's nobody who's like secondary.
He does, but they don't talk about it.
Who are just like, hey,
they are not in the know.
Something feels really weird about all of this. I better go check on the bureaucracy of all of this because we write everything down in this one central place somewhere in San Francisco. I'm sorry.
But it's also a part of it. It's like they don't want to show how ignorant they are to the other demigods because then the other demigods can show up
because they don't want the demigods don't want the other demigods to know
come in and take over.
Really
but I mean,
are.
you don't want crazy.
You don't want people to take your powers.
But you don't want crazy Damien training her, really.
No.
Even though that's what they think is happening.
That's fair, but they literally have everything written down in some bureaucracy tower in fucking San Francisco.
They have your level of magic written down and your like lineage.
Okay, but there's like no lore anywhere about like who this guy would have been.
I don't know. They don't talk about it.
And no one really, she doesn't ask, so no one asks, like, why isn't he crazy anymore?
Yeah.
The only person that knows anything is Bree. And the only reason...
Yeah, because it's like if they knew that this guy was a spirit walker and that he was crazy and now he's not crazy and nobody asks any questions about why he's not crazy anymore?
Bree did. But because Bree figured out because of the demon cats that showed up.
Gold star for Bree.
Bree doesn't say anything because Haiti talks to her and is like, look, I'm the only person that can train Alexis. If you don't say anything, I'll stick around.
Okay, so Bree knows what's going on, which is more than fair. But again, like nobody sheds light on this when like Hastings all of a sudden like becomes Damien and has a complete personality change. Like this is where I'm getting hung up.
Well,
right?
she realizes because she's like, this is not the guy that was training me. This guy's nuts.
Alexis realizes it in the end. When there's the final like battle in the last book.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know she doesn't realize what she's getting into when she gets summoned to that last battle.
to the summit or whatever it is.
At the summit, because she's been kept in the dark about Hastings and Damien being two different people.
I get the impression nobody knew that they were two different people.
No one except for Bree. No one realized it, but Bree's tried to hint at it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this guy is not who he seems.
Right.
Yeah,
and so we'll get into that when we get to book 6. I'm getting through book 4.
Okay.
So she's getting trained. The demon cats are around. Then Daisy gets kidnapped.
Okay.
Because they want to take Alexis.
By who?
Yeah, who's the bad guy
werewolves?
in this now? Yeah.
I want to say it's one of the other,
like, tribes of demigods or whatever.
Yeah, it's not Magnus, but Magnus kind of gets involved a little bit and like helps Alexis out, but also tries to take her. Is one of the ones that tries to take her. So
is he just sort of like playing both sides of this?
Yeah, because he can't decide if he wants to like take her because he's her kid, she's his kid, or because
he wants to kill her.
He wants her magic.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those. He wants to take her, but he also kind of wants to protect her. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another demigod that's not a great demigod who's fat and pudgy.
Okay.
What's that?
And it's not Magnus or
no, it's another demigod of Hades.
It's Kiernan's dad who sits around and fucks all day.
No, it's another. Well, he sits around and fucks all day and his wife is just bitter and angry.
Okay.
But this other demigod whose name I can't remember, his like spirit shape, she teases about it later on, is like this big cut Chad looking dude.
Okay.
But the actual guy is fat, pudgy, and like
so he like puts off
like
the
pimply and like yeah, horrible looking dude. But he thinks he's better than he is. And so what ends up happening is Daisy gets kidnapped. They all freak out. One of the 6, the Kraken, gets killed.
Oh no.
We like him.
But the Kraken's ghost and spirit stays.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was powerful
because he's
enough.
like that, and he feels bad, and he doesn't want to leave his people.
Yeah.
And
so it's not being left behind.
Just so you, spoiler alert, not like everything else isn't a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Think supernatural with him, like Dean and Sam. He comes back.
Oh,
in the end.
Yeah. Okay.
He comes back in the end.
Yeah.
So all of this, they're trying to figure all of this out. They get Daisy, and they have to figure out a way to get Daisy back and whatnot. And then all of her powers and etc. And so this book is around Alexis's training, the demon cats, and Daisy getting kidnapped, and one of the 6 dying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And fully confirmed to everybody, even though they kind of knew it and allude to it, that Magnus is Alexis's father.
Okay.
So now she knows?
Yes. Okay. So book 5. This one's fun. I like this one. This is where I want to say the giant, who I think is a kid of Hephaestus, shows up.
Okay.
He has control over land and rocks.
Yes.
And turns into a rock. And the Kraken hangs around. So now they're going to summon these. They're going to try to get these super powerful magical people to be part of their crew.
Okay.
They're
going to try to like
they're going to up themselves from the 6 to the whatever.
They go from the 6 to being called the crew. Because they can't think of anything better at this point. And so they go and try to find him. And so the giant, we'll call him, they have names, but I can't keep them straight, so.
Keep one.
They go and try to summon him.
Okay.
And or recruit him. And this guy is notorious. The rumors about him is he stones people to death and then eats them.
Okay.
He doesn't actually do that. But he lives in like the mountain, and he has like a really like canyon path that is a trap for people that try to come and approach him.
Okay.
And that's where he stones them to death.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to remember, one of these is a berserker. One of the crew is the berserker, and you aggravated him enough, he becomes this weird, creepy red giant creature thing.
Okay, and goes berserk.
Yes, and he's like the most powerful one that you find out in the book 6 when all the battlings happen. Like he's the most powerful berserker. He becomes YouTube famous in book 4 or book
their
5.
version of YouTube.
Yes, no, it's essentially he becomes like YouTube famous.
Okay.
At the end of this, but Alexis has been part of her training her magic has been fighting this berserker.
Okay.
And so these two, the berserker plays into book 6 because he's been fighting what they've been training together.
Yes.
When Damien shows up and tries to attack and get the berserker, this berserker that's part of their crew.
Yeah.
He can't do it because this berserker has been training with Alexis this whole time. So like all the crap that Alexis can do with her magic, all of the people that she's been training with know how to handle it and know how to react to it.
Oh, okay.
How to like continue battling through it and how so they know how to play off of it. And so it plays into like they talk about him a lot in this.
Yeah.
And ultimately how Alexis gets all of their allies is she shows empathy.
Okay.
There we go.
That feels like table stakes, but sure.
Well, it's because in the world of demigods, it's not usually the case.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Well, that and the demigods, they don't ask, they don't show empathy, they just take.
Right.
Yeah.
And force it. So part of how she gets the giant is she talks to the love of his life that got killed by the leader demigod that she worked for.
Okay.
And like calms him down, and then Kiernan shows up to like right into the rescue, except Alexis has already rescued herself and her crew.
Okay.
And the kids are just like, I already took care of it, dude.
Yeah.
And the giant's like, fine, I'll join you because I don't want you to go through what I went through, kind of deal. And he like is off to himself sometimes, but also wants to be part of this like new family thing.
Yeah.
And as she's doing this, we're just gonna call him Hades rather than Hastings because it gets everybody confused.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
They both start with H, same person.
Hades Hastings, yeah.
Hades shows up in spirit form after they get the giant, and she's like, so there's this guy that's called the lightning rod, which is a level 5 descendant of Zeus, but he is living under a false name in a town where they're all muggles.
Okay.
And he's hiding and pretending he's a muggle, but the giant is like, he's a magic user, he's super powerful, he can't truly hide. You have to let off your magic, or you end up like Kiernan's mom, where she slowly died of cancer, essentially, because she couldn't release her magic.
Okay.
So the giant's like, no, he's using his magic somehow. And so they find out, yes, he is. It's where there's like specific lightning storms around this one town, etc. And so they go and try to invite him in, and Alexis and Daisy and Mordecai go, and they threaten each other back and forth. And then Alexis is like, realizes she's going to ruin this guy's life. So she's like, no, we're leaving. Fuck this. We don't need him.
Yeah.
So they leave. But a demigod of Zeus's line shows up to take him by force. Because you find out about this story in the lightning guy.
He's hiding for a reason.
He is. So when he died and went into hiding, like he died and then someone brought him back. And you find out in book 6 who it is and why. Yeah. He was chained up as a sex slave to the previous demigod he worked for. So when he died so he went into hiding. So she doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come back, and they're like, fine. But because another demigod Flora is the descendant of Zeus that's trying to force the lightning guy into the world.
Okay.
And tries to like capture him. And so what ends up happening is because of that, Alexis is like, no, we have to save him. We're the reason he got found.
Yeah.
And so they go and do that, and then
he joins them.
No, they give him an option. They let him go. They realize he realizes how powerful Alexis is. Alexis nearly kills demigod Flora by yanking her soul out. Alexis finds out that Bree has hidden a bunch of corpses under the house that Kiernan bought for them to live in while they're trying to figure this out.
Okay.
And the giant has a really sensitive stomach to having corpses in the houses and stuff, so he pukes every time they have corpses around.
Okay.
But Bree is really excited because he's really useful. Because when they need to, he just shakes everything and all the corpses
no
come up.
No wonder he leaves all of the corpses in his valley of death. He can't stand to be around them. Can't eat them.
And so that happens, and then so they don't do that with Dylan. Or the lightning guy. The one cute little thing interesting thing that happens is Daisy, because she knows the lightning guy doesn't want to be a part of this world. She's been slowly like essentially siphoning money off of Kiernan.
Okay.
To protect Alexis in case he goes crazy like his dad, and they have to drop everything and run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so she's like, "This is the first account I set up that way. It's clunky and useless, but here you have nothing. You need to go."
Mm-hmm.
And so they do that. They go back home. They leave him. They forget. They're preparing for attempting to meet another Hades demigod to try to become allies. And they find out she's behind some of the chaos that's been happening.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
The demigod Lydia is the other demigod of Hades that wants Alexis's power and wants to fuck Kiernan.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
just everything. She wants everything.
And so
that
as they're preparing to go and meet this demigod, I think Dylan shows up and like realizes that's a family and whatever, and they all go. And they find out like Lydia's trying to dampen all of their powers and whatever, and there's a whole battle thing.
Who's Dylan though?
Lightning guy.
Oh,
the
okay.
book.
Lightning guy.
The book gave me a name. So the
Lightning guy.
Gave me a name.
Dylan.
Yes. So, apparently in book 5 is when she fully accepts that he's her father. Magnus is her father, which is weird. I distinctly remember her already knowing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They ultimately are able to beat Lydia with combinations of magic, or get to the point where they're about to beat her, where Magnus shows up. And Magnus drops an epic bomb on all of them about Alexis's mom.
Oh.
Alexis's mom has chaos magic.
Okay.
And was a powerful level 5 with chaos magic, which means Alexis has chaos magic in her, which is why when everything goes to the shit and comes out in her favor is because of that chaos magic.
Yeah.
So that's how she was able to trick the testing and trick all of that, is because between her and her mother, they have that in their blood and know how to use it.
But Alexis didn't know.
No, but she's been using it. She just didn't realize it because she didn't know her mother's magic.
Yes.
And so this is like holy shit to her. Like, that's why when everything goes foobar, she thrives. Is because it's in her blood. She's part of why everything goes foobar and they can do this stuff.
Yes.
This is because the palace is littered with cameras, all of their magics go viral.
Oh.
Everyone falls for the lightning guy, Dylan, because he's a descendant of Zeus, and Zeus is the epic womanizer.
Were these
fuckboy?
Were these people just not known outside of San Francisco?
Well, Dylan's been in hiding.
That's true.
So
okay.
This is the first time he's back into the world.
Yes.
But so what they're what they're seeing
is
outside of San Francisco, their magic hasn't been seen.
Yes.
So the level of like battling they've been like the berserker.
And this has never come out in like the UN summit or whatever the fuck it is they do every year.
No, they don't.
But I thought they spent the whole summit trying to kill each other.
But this is Kiernan's first time as a leader with his crew, with his people, to show up.
It was always his dad.
He's never been the leader. He's just been the heir.
Oh, it's always his dad who's gone?
He only took over as leader. After he killed his dad. He killed his dad before this first summit.
But his dad was the one who was going to the summit? Okay.
Yeah.
So Kiernan might have gone a little like
with his dad, possibly.
It doesn't. Based on what I can tell, I don't think so because Anyway,
it's bizarre that there was just a demigod exception.
You wouldn't bring your son an heir if he's trying to kill you.
No, but still, like.
Yeah, it's weird.
You would bring your 6 or 7
all the demigods go except the ones that you.
It's all the leaders with territory.
Okay, now I'm following. Okay.
And so they do that. So they go viral. And then then Kiernan finally proposes with a big old romantic thing.
Okay.
Where
Not on a boat.
Not on the boat where they're being yeeted by a kraken.
Yes.
Oh,
but
damn.
What's fun is that when the proposal happens, like every one of their crew plays a part in it. Like the giant is able to create like this beautiful little like area on the cliffside where like they've met, where it's that special to Kieran and Alexis. The lightning guy creates like lightning heart in the sky, like they're like all of things, and then Bree participates by having a dead body like wave and like full jump off the cliff. So there's that, and then the last one, we're done. We're at the end. Is all about the summit. So this is a lot of battling and trials and shit to establish their status in the political arena. So there's the guy that tries to tried to kidnap her and kidnap Daisy, and like part of why the Kraken is dead. He's not a good guy, but they ultimately gets his comeuppance in terms.
Is this the bad alpha replacement?
No, this is the guy that tried to kidnap Daisy. This is the guy who thinks he looks like a Chad. No.
Oh, the pimply guy.
The pimply guy that thinks he's a Chad.
Okay.
Hades guy. Hades' son, another son.
Yes, and he's the one who ultimately unleashes Damien at the summit.
Oh.
Okay. Xander is a demigod of Zeus, who is one of the only other leaders that is soul bonded, like Kiernan and Alexis are. He was the original demigod that kind of created Damien. Damien worked for him or something along those lines. So they're doing all of this while they're trying to survive this summit because, of course,
everybody's trying to kill each other.
Yes. Daisy gets attacked by magical people because she's not magic, but she, obviously because of all her training, fights them off. And Mordecai is there to help her. And then a random fae shows up. And you find out the fae made a deal with Lydia to take powers from Kiernan and to take Kiernan's memories. But because Lydia failed, they're there for Lydia. So Lydia ultimately gets killed.
What did the fae want with Kiernan's powers?
They don't say.
Okay.
And then blah, 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 more fighting. And then this is when Damien shows up. Bree is trying to tell Alexis without telling Alexis that this is not Hastings, the guy that's been training her. This is Damien himself, the crazy guy.
Okay.
And Alexis is like, what? I don't understand. Just bind him. She's like, no. So they show up and there's fighting. Alexis nearly dies because Damien, in his craziness, thinks she's being forced into a thing with Kiernan.
Because he was forced into everything.
Yes. So Damien thinks that's where she is. And the cats are there the whole time trying to fight with her. And these cats are the size of Athelstan.
Oh, God. They're big.
Yes.
They're huge cats.
Yes. One is dumb as a stump, and one is super smart. It's a boy and a girl.
Checks out.
So Damien and Alexis start fighting for Alexis's soul.
Okay.
Alexis summons her mother for help, and that's where her mother is like, just embrace the chaos, and when you see an opportunity, take it. And so Alexis is like, okay, and then the berserker shows up in the middle of all of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now she's like freaking out, and all of the crew and her kids are trying to help too, and she's freaking out. And ultimately, she's able to like take Damien and like just grab him, and pulls him out of the body and like pulls him out so he has no power left or whatever. Because you find out that demigod Aaron, who summoned him, let him be like found a way to like imbue him with the spirit with more power somehow. Oh no! Don't ask me, Kyle. I don't know how. They just like he's more power.
I have no questions left to ask because I'm so fucking confused.
He's supercharged.
Damien
is supercharged.
Yes.
Okay.
But he's dead.
He's a spirit. He's a supercharged spirit that was in a body that somehow was supercharged to be able to battle Alexis. Right. So she finally pulls him out.
Somehow Palpatine lived.
You right?
Swear to God.
Well, we're almost at the end. This is when everything is revealed. She pulls him out and she's like, I didn't know you could do this, like lock him and bring him back and whatever in the prison. in the spirit world or whatever, so I'm gonna handle it. And then Hastings at this point shows up. He's like, no, I'm gonna deal with it, and reveals himself as Hades.
Oh.
And like freezes everybody and starts having a conversation with Alexis about, I'm your grandfather, I'm doing this,
blah, blah, blah.
I'm helping you because, and what he ultimately is like, I stayed around and I hung around because you never tried to control me as a spirit. You did everything on my terms, even though you wanted to learn. You had empathy. You don't kill for killing's sake. You want all the spirits that are trapped to cross into the great beyond, to go into the underworld and live in their whatever.
Help them out and have their own choices. And...
Yes. And so you're the best embodiment of what this is supposed to be, not this crazy guy over here. And then as he's about to intervene, Zeus shows up.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
And be like, we made a deal. None of us were supposed to fuck and create demigods anymore.
Since when? What? That's why they haven't been procreating this whole time.
No,
they made a deal.
Been, but they were like, we weren't supposed to.
No new ones.
But they were still doing it, and they
sake.
weren't supposed to like actively interfere. And then Hades is like, Kiernan wasn't born a demigod, and Kiernan's just like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
And so,
Excuse
Zeus,
me, what?
Yeah. Well, they're going to explain.
Okay.
Zeus summons Poseidon. Poseidon shows up and was like, oops. And Zeus is like, why? And Poseidon's like, his mom was beloved in my realm. And the constant chaos that was being scattered around the oceans because of this shit.
Of his father.
I didn't interfere directly. I didn't mess with her.
Just kind of fucked with it a little bit.
I didn't mess with his mom's fate. She made that choice.
Yeah.
But I gave a birthday gift to Kiernan and made him a demigod.
Oops. When his mom died, or?
No, when he was born, because his mom was trapped.
Gotcha.
And then Zeus is like, we shouldn't do that. And Hades is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Lightning guy died. Like, he fully died. He wasn't supposed to come back. You brought him back. And Hades is like, fine, you can interfere now, but we can't do it anymore, and we can't do it as gods.
Now that we've technically fucked all of this up, do whatever you want.
Fine, you can fuck with her fate,
but the other two brought someone back or made someone a demigod. So
the other two interfered once, so Hades is allowed to interfere once, and he's like, okay, the next time this happens, we can't interfere anymore as gods. We have to be in disguise and all that. And they're
wink,
both
wink, nudge,
pouting.
nudge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, blah, 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 blah. Hades makes Alexis a demigod and gives her immortality. And so, with the soul bonding thing she has with Kiernan, now Kiernan can be immortal because the sharing of the magics.
Okay.
They're engaged.
Oh, I thought we established that.
Yes, from the last book. And so, it ends with them, like, everyone happy. And so, the last gift that Hades does is he brings the Kraken back to life.
Oh.
Because the Kraken, he's like...
We liked the Kraken.
Well,
yeah.
That, and he was like, you hung around. The only thing that kept you was because of your loyalty to them and your love for this little ragtag whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was Poseidon, because he's probably Poseidon's guy, since he's a Kraken.
Part of that realm of shifter Kraken thing. Yeah.
So.
And so he's like, because of this and all of that, I'm bringing him back. But we love the Kraken because who else was going to yeet them in the middle of a battle on a rowboat?
Yeah.
You might need that again.
Point.
Yes. So, and it's like, it ultimately ends with them, everything getting kind of wrapped up, and they're getting ready to help Daisy get revenge on the magical kids that like were messing with her.
Okay.
And the deal was like, I'm not going to kill anybody. And in all of this, like in the middle of these battles and like political maneuvering and whatever, there's banging happening.
More than just those two. There's other banging.
It's mostly just those two, but Bree's banging gets hinted at.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and we established the demigods just sit around and fuck all day, so, you know.
But what about the werewolf kid alpha?
He's not, they don't talk about him. He's been too sick up until the last, like, however many months. This also all happens in the span of, like, 6 months, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, like...
They don't take that thread and go with it.
So her son doesn't actually get better until...
Like, he only just gets better at the very beginning, and he is just, like, learning how to be a werewolf fully now.
And then he
doesn't have time to bang.
And he's just a random plot point that just hangs out.
It's not like Mordecai's story or Daisy's story, so you don't know more about all of this. Like, Daisy's not interested. She's interested in survival. But, it's a sweet book. It's definitely a romantasy. It's not very, very spicy. It's very confusing.
Sometimes that's not a bad thing. Like, we don't all want to do...
We don't always need super spice all the time.
We don't need it all to be Kiss the Basilisk.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. You can only do that once every so often.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I want to say it's probably 2.5 chili peppers.
Okay.
Like, there's
that's
lots
respectable.
So there's fantasy with a romantic element.
Yeah, that's what I'd say is, like, it's fantasy with some romance.
Yeah, this is sexy. It's not smut.
Yeah.
It's sexy with a hint of smut, with a little bit of smut, but it's definitely a fantasy.
But the sex is not, like, the whole plot of the book.
Sex is not the point of the book.
A separate plot. They just happen to be having sex.
Yes. Yeah. So it's one of those, and I figure we needed a break from just plain smut and the hockey.
Yeah.
romances.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah. For sure.
Glitter dicks.
But yeah, so it is a 6-book series. It can be very confusing, but it is a Kindle Unlimited read. So seriously, guys, go ahead and read it. It's a nice break from the smut with the romance, but it's got the fantasy. It's got the political. It's got good plot.
Yeah.
It gives good plot.
I feel like I would like them if I can get past all of, like, the loose plot points.
Granted, I'm also probably telling... I haven't read this book
It's been a long time,
like
that's
4
fair.
or 5 months, guys. I'm going off of my memory and whatever the hell the recaps are saying.
Yeah.
So give it a shot.
Yeah.
Each book is kind of self-contained, but
But you said they all left on a cliffhanger, which is why you decided to do the whole series.
Yeah, it was definitely, like... Yes, they're self-contained, but you, like, know there's, like, more to it.
Well, you have to know what happened.
So you need to... This is one of those...
Seems like it can't really be self-contained.
Yeah.
This is one of those book series where I had to know what happened next right away.
Right.
Yes.
And I've had other book series where I'm like...
Not that the plot reminds me, but, like, I read all the Eternal Reign series with the vampires, but it was very it was very political, and then there was a lot of fighting. I mean, there was some fucking...
Yeah,
there was some decent fucking, but there was basically just 2 couples that did it with just their individual couples. It was more about the story, but I had to keep reading them, and luckily it was on Kindle Unlimited because I went bam, 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 and I think there was like 9 of them, and they were real fluff, fun, nice.
These are fun. Like it does get a little emotional in certain pieces because you find out a little bit more about, like, the family background and stuff. I mean, both of them have, like, trauma and everything, but it's a good. This is a good plot.
Driven.
That's the thing is you want some plot with some romance. Yeah. I don't always want just, like, sex acts strung together.
Right.
Occasionally I do. Sometimes I want some mostly plot heavy with some romance.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take the plot heavy with an element of romance over just
most of the time.
Just sex scenes strung together. Most days.
We'll still cover some of those, but, like, the next episode is gonna be, like, Fourth Wing, guys. That's definitely more.
So I was very plot driven.
Yeah, because I was on Book Talk, scrolling through, having a good time, and it was like, I don't think anything lives up to this except for, like, Kiss the Basilisk, which I have read, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this right now. Maybe I'll just put that in Goodreads for a lot later when I need it.
Man.
Oh damn, yeah, it was something.
Like, the School Me Dirty was very smutty. Mm-hmm. Like, we do get some of those super smutty.
Well, sure. But I can't just go bam, bam straight through those, like, and do nothing else. I got to have something kind of nice like this in between.
Got to break up your smut with plot sometimes.
Yes. I got to break up my plot with some smut sometimes, too.
Yes. It just depends on where your brain is. Like, do you want to just melt it, or do you want to, like, actually, like, think a little bit?
Yeah.
But
sometimes I just want something kind of nice.
These are, like, comforts. So the the Demigods of San Francisco is definitely one of those comfort read books for me. Like, when I don't want something too smutty. And I
don't always want a plot so convoluted that I have to, like, remember all the characters and what all of, like, the plot points are going. Like, it's nice to just kind of just like,
or I
relax
could just go back and read like Sense and Sensibility again.
Yeah.
When you're reading it, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like the characters and
yeah,
like the Kraken Yeeting. We have to somehow. It's going to be Kraken Yeeting the boats is probably going to be the title.
Kraken Yeeting proposals.
I like that.
Proposal on a boat. I don't know. We'll
Kraken
think about this
Yeeting
one.
proposals.
Yeah.
I like that. Because that
yeah.
I mean, that's the true essence of the book is the Kraken.
There we
Yeeting.
go.
Yeah.
And we can't live without the Kraken.
Yeah.
No,
apparently
we
he has to come back.
The Kraken is a fun character.
It does sound like that.
I just have.
I almost like him just having listened to the story.
I know.
My favorite image of this whole book is literally him with the sailboats just yeeting into the battle.
Yes. No. I may read it
and
just
one
for
where
that
it's just
alone.
like, would you like to marry me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why
What
are
the
you
fuck?
asking me now?
Anyway, that was a lot.
All right, guys.
That was a lot.
Alrighty, guys.
But
Thank
it
you.
was a good time.
Thanks for joining us.
Listening.
Like, listen, subscribe. You know the deal. And
Cheers, bitches.